This evening, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some interesting information for all of you with regards to how things are progressing with regards to property investment. Now, I've worked with a number of investors for a number of years now with regards to sourcing properties for them that have then, had some great success. But over the years, there's been many questions that have come to me, but it always seems to be there's frequently asked questions that I keep on getting asked. So what I'm going to give you is a few of these questions that are being asked, hopefully some of the questions that you're asking as well. But in addition to that, I've got something very exciting for all of you to share with you at the end, which is something free for all of you to take advantage of as well. So question number one, we like thumbs up, Sebastian. Okay, so question number one, frequently asked questions number one. Okay, and I think Sebastian, I'm sure, will give me a thumbs up with this answer to this question as well. So many investors come to me with the same question: when's a good time to buy to let property? And my answer is very simple. As long as you do your due diligence on what you buy, where you're buying it, for how much, and obviously the demand if you're buying a buy to let property, you're investing wisely in property at any time. Please take advantage of the opportunities that you have. If it comes around, it may not come around again. Quite a simple one to start off with. Okay, question number two. So what licensing and planning rules apply to HMOs, and specifically in Coventry? And this is something that confuses a lot of investors. Well, do I need one or do I need the other? Here's the thing. Should you wish to develop a property in Coventry into a HMO which will have more than 6 tenants, yes, you will need planning. But in addition to that, you will also need a HMO license. It's not a case of one or the other. You will need both. The key thing is here for you is that you'll need licensing for anything over 6 tenants within your property. You'll need that application. And you'll see the link there as far as coventry.gov.uk/planning applications. People then say to me, okay, well, when do I need a license? Now, Coventry Council brought in some new licensing earlier this year. Should it be that you have 3 to 6 tenants in the property, you will not need planning, but you will still need a HMO license. Now, I must emphasize tenants, not tenancies, tenants in the property itself. 3 to 6 tenants, you'll need a license. Now, as far as licensing is concerned, there's something that council have also brought in now to make sure that you get the most cost-effective license, called the Coventry Landlord Accreditation Scheme. And it's a free course that Coventry Council are holding now. Obviously, they get all of your information as far as how many properties you've got and the number of properties. And if you do get accredited with Coventry Landlord Accreditation Scheme for one property, your license will cost you in total, I believe, £640 in total, in comparison to an awful lot more if you're not an accredited landlord, I must emphasize. So question number 3, how much money can I make from a HMO? Now, when you're calculating potential net income, it's really important that you take into account all potential deductions. Don't make the numbers work. Don't say, oh, I'm going to be able to get this rent. No, don't. Please take the pessimistic viewpoint on things and make sure that they work for you. Don't make the numbers work. So I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, we're buying a 5-bed multi-let HMO, which is going to be managed by a letting agency. So yes, fantastic. We've got the property full. This is the optimum rent that we're going to be able to achieve. Minus, unfortunately, we always have the red minus and the costs we're going to have. So obviously you're going to have voids. Now, as far as a mortgage lender is concerned, they're going to tend to work on these sorts of ratios when they're working out what your realistic income is going to be, 8 to 10% voids in a property. Now, obviously, if you've got 5 people in a property over a 12-month period, ideally, you only have 5 tenancy setups. But realistically, over that period, it may well be you have 2 tenants in there that may be on a 6-month or a 7-month or a 10-month or an 11-month. So let's realistically say you're going to have 7 new tenancies starting in a 12-month period. In addition to that, you're going to have your lettings management fees. Now, I must emphasize to you, the vast majority of landlords are not VAT registered, so you cannot claim back any VAT that you are charged. So with this in mind, if they say 10% plus VAT, realistically, you're being charged 12% management fees. You're not going to be able to claim those back. Costs per tenant. Now, people say to me, oh, realistically, Anthony, how much do I really need to be working out what it's going to cost me if I'm doing an all-inclusive package? And I say to myself, well, you've got council tax, you've got the water rates, you've got the gas, electric, Wi-Fi, cleaning and maintenance. Always budget for these different things. And if I'm working on a 5-bed HMO that's reasonably newly refurbished, 5 times 85, you're pretty much within what you're going to be costing per calendar month. And if you cost less, fantastic. You've made a little bit more money, but be realistic of what things are going to cost for you. Obviously, you're going to have your mortgage and you're also going to have your insurance costs to consider as well. And then you will eventually come out with your total forecast net income. Now, yes, if you're buying, refurbishing, refinance, all of these things, you're still going to have to apply the same sort of costs. The only things that will fluctuate is what your mortgage costs are going to be and what you're going to come out with in the total forecast net income at the end. So hopefully this is giving you some great information, but I'm sure there is many other questions. And I'm hoping the information I'm now going to give you that I've covered a number of these already. So free information for people, anybody. It's not just PIN investors, but anybody. Homemaker Properties have just released a brand new website for property investors and obviously all of our landlords and our tenants as well, with lots and lots of free information for you to download. So frequently asked questions, I've just given you 3 of them. But as you'll see there in the bottom right-hand corner, you've got a number of other frequently asked questions that I've answered as well. So where do I buy in Coventry? The must-know tip as far as property investment is concerned. How much will it cost? How much money can I make? What will make the most money as far as single lets, multi-lets, flips, purchase, all these different options that you can have. How do I calculate my return on investment? How quickly can I get my money back out? What strategy? Now, these are all in my opinion, but these are going to give you an idea of realistically what you should be considering. In addition to that, free Coventry area guides. People say, where do I buy? What do I buy? And why should it be that I buy in those areas? You've got area guides there of all the different postcodes, CB1 to CB6. In addition to that, some case studies of some investors have done quite recently. And if you are looking to work with Homemaker Properties as far as property sourcing is concerned, you've got information on that there as well. So lots and lots of free information for you to hopefully make you lots and lots of success in Coventry as far as investment is concerned. Love to be obviously working with you, and if I can be of any help, do please get in contact.